down third, but what a catch!
What a catch!
What a catch!
And you can kiss that one goodbye. That's a 2-run bomb.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
The tag is made! Play it home! Track the right to the field, they've got a chance! That ball is long gone!
Good evening and welcome to the Gulf Coast Sports Network as we continue our coverage of the 2023 high school softball season. We have another marquee matchup tonight as it's Warrior versus Warrior with Steinbrenner taking on Calvary Christian. Alongside Ted Boggs, I'm Will Wilkie. We'll be bringing you the call for the game here this evening. And I have to tell you, Ted, these are two powerhouse programs, and it should be a great game here tonight.
Right you are, Will. We have a great matchup here tonight, and again, thank you all for tuning in with us. Let's do a little bit of rewind before we focus on tonight's action. Last season, Coach Jason Gordon's Steinbrenner squad went an impressive 19-6 on the season and advanced to the district finals. Meanwhile, we have Coach Dion Weaver at Calvary leading his team to a 24-6 record, and they brought home the state championship in Class 3A.
So not only did both squads turn in amazing records and performances last year, Ted, but are you ready for this? Both teams only lost 7 seniors combined, so we have a ton of talent back and on display here tonight.
That's right, Will, and that's going to be very important as they progress through the season. But let's start with Steinbrenner. While the season is early, they have jumped out to a quick 2-0 start. They're led offensively by Lily Holtje, who is batting .800 with 3 home runs already this season. They have dominated in the circle so far as well, so keep an eye out for Sage Sampson, who's sporting a 2-0 record and just a 1.40 ERA.
Thank you for the rundown on that Steinbrenner squad, Ted. How about that squad over there in the home dugout tonight?
Well, for Calvary Christian, tonight will be their second game of the season, and they'll be looking to bounce back from a hard-fought battle against Auburndale, where they fell short 5-2. The Warrior offense will look to pick up the pace tonight as they are held to just 3 hits last week, but they'll also lean on their talented pitching as sophomore Morgan Talley is off to a hot start with a 2.33 ERA and carrying an outstanding 9-1 strikeout to walk ratio.
Thank you, Ted, for those pregame summaries. It's a great time to hit that subscribe button now. Toss it like our way as well. We'll have the Divinity Med Spa starting lineup coming up next, and the first pitch right here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the Clubhouse, Tampa Bay's premier baseball and softball training facility. Our 11,000 square foot training facility features rentable cages and bullpen lanes, along with the newest technology such as HitTrax and Rapsodo, baseball and softball pitching machines, full gym, and plyo area, all to keep you at the top of your game. We also have a fully stocked baseball and softball pro shop carrying the biggest brands such as Marucci, Rawlings, Easton, DeMarini, Wilson, and many more. If you're in need of training, we also have the area's top professional instructors offering hitting, pitching, fielding, and strength instruction for both baseball and softball players. From youth to professional athletes, the Clubhouse has you covered. We are conveniently located 1 mile east of the Suncoast Parkway on Spring Hill Drive. Stop in and check us out.
So as both teams get announced here at Eddie C. Moore Complex in Clearwater, Florida, we're sure happy that you're joining us here live on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We're going to go ahead and get things started on our end with the Divinity Med Spa starting lineup.
The Divinity Med Spa starting lineup.
First for the visiting Warriors of Steinbrenner. Leading off, playing shortstop, Mackenzie Reynolds. Batting second in the circle, Sage Sampson. Batting third, she's behind the plate, Lily Holtje. Batting fourth, playing first base, Haley Bellamy. Batting fifth, playing second, Paige Bergen. Batting sixth, playing third base, Jenna Fortenberry. Batting seventh, playing left field, Berkeley Detmeter. Batting eighth, playing right field, Avery Dorsey. And batting ninth, playing center field, Emma Kindle. And playing the flex position this evening is Lily Patton. And the Warriors are coached by Jason Gordon. And now let's turn it over for the home team Warriors of Calvary Christian. Batting first, playing center field, Peyton Cushman. Batting second, playing shortstop, Ileana Garcia. Batting third, she's in the circle, Morgan Talley. Batting fourth, playing left field, Alexis Calamiri. Batting fifth, playing third base, Reagan Lavina. Batting sixth, playing first base, Isabella Stewart. Batting seventh behind the plate, Ava Planetta. Batting eighth, playing second base, Isabel Doce. And batting ninth in right field, Cameron Power. And the Warriors are coached by Dion Weaver. This is your Divinity Med Spa starting lineup.
For tonight's prayer, and if you would please remain standing for the national anthem.
So we're going to turn it over to the public address announcer for the opening prayer and the playing of the national anthem.
Opportunity to be here this evening. We ask you, Lord, to protect the players and the coaches and provide wisdom to the umpires and allow the spectators to act in a way that is pleasing to the Lord. We are so grateful for the God-given abilities you've blessed these players with. We pray they continue to live out your plan that you have created for them. Lord, we pray that they use their talents to glorify you. We love you, Lord Jesus, and we pray this in Jesus' precious name. Amen.
So we're about ready to get underway here at the Eddie C. Moore Complex in Clearwater, Florida. Beautiful evening here, Ted. We got about mid to low 70-degree weather. Light breeze coming in off the Gulf. You can't ask for anything better than this.
No, that's absolutely right. And I got to be honest, I wish I'd have wore something warmer for later.
Yeah, you can just tell it's going to get a little chilly tonight, but we'll take that here in Florida. Beautiful day and a slightly chilly night. Can't beat that.
Well, I know from our former Midwest home that we both hail from, they're going through some seriously cold weather and really tough weather right now. So I'll take this any day, and a little chill in the air any day over that for sure.
So as the home team, Calvary Christian Warriors, do their pregame warm-up, so we'll run through the defensive set here for you. Starting with the battery, Talley in the circle, Planetta behind the plate, Lavina at third, Garcia at short, Doce at second, Stewart at first, Calamiri in left, Cushman in center, and Power gets the start in right this evening. If you're new to the Gulf Coast Sports Network, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's free for you. But we are a registered nonprofit company, and those subscriptions actually help us offset our costs tremendously. So we appreciate it if you do that. You can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook by searching at GCSN Broadcast. We'll have the highlight reel from tonight's ball game, as well as profiling our Glory Days player of the game. We also have broadcast announcements and special features there that you won't find on our YouTube channel. So go ahead, give us a follow at GCSN Broadcast. So here we go. We're ready to get underway. Leading things off for the Warriors of Steinbrenner, Mackenzie Reynolds. Tallery's first pitch offering comes in for strike one. Talley offers, tries for that inside corner, misses. That's going to miss away. So mixing the inside and out here early on, Ted. Trying to claim those corners.
Yeah, she's working it pretty hard, and she's not off by much.
That's going to be chop foul, making contact in the box to even things up at 2-2.
We actually got some fans from Ohio watching tonight, Will. So pretty impressive. We're able to reach way out of Florida.
Hard line shot third base side. We'll do it again. Yeah, it's always great that we can allow families and friends to watch these young athletes if they can't make it to the game, or they can tune in later and watch the action. But either way, these are wonderful athletes and programs, and we're glad that we get to bring it to you live here on GCSN. Check swing. Able to hold back. The count's going to run full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So a payoff pitch here early on. Tally has the sign that she likes, and she'll deliver. Line drive that's going to float over the head of Garcia into left. Leadoff batter aboard.
Number 13.
Reynolds did well at that at bat, Ted.
She sure did. She worked and into her favor and ended up on base, putting the bat on the ball to start things off here in the first.
Brings up Sage Sampson. Starting pitcher for Steinbrenner. She'll show bunt. Kind of a delayed start by Reynolds, but she's going to make it into second. Quickly a runner in scoring position. And that's going to ride and tie 2-0.
Reynolds thought about going to second base and held up, and then when Planeta had a little trouble with the ball, that enabled Reynolds to move over to second.
He fouled away first base side. Reynolds at second, nobody out. Changeup comes in low, snap throw down to second, not in time. Planeta just trying to keep Reynolds honest there with that secondary lead. Never hurts to show off the arm behind the plate either, Ted.
No, that's right. Now that she Tally's worked it back to a full count after falling behind 3-1.
So we've got another payoff pitch here, second consecutive batter. And that's going to be fought away by Sampson. Count remains 3-2. Payoff pitch. All right, back up the middle. Tally gets in a rundown with Reynolds. The tag is made. It looks like the tag was missed, is the ruling. Tag made at first.
Oh, everybody's safe.
So the ruling is the tag was missed in both positions. Quite a series of events there. And it looks like we're just kind of a quick talk in the circle with the defense, kind of collect themselves after that. I guess you'd call it a broken play, Ted, on all the angles, but here we are with 2 runners on, nobody out.
Yeah, well, and I'll tell you, Steinbrenner's running on that was pretty smart. I mean, they almost got caught, both of them at second base, and then they were able to get back just under the tags. So, unfortunately for Calvary.
Number 21, Lily Holtje.
That'll bring up Lily Holtje. Holtje is off to a fast start this season. Batting .800 on the year, 3 home runs already. Committed to Arizona State.
Oh wow, that's impressive. Well, and the fact that she's batting 800, then topple that with 3 home runs, and we're only 2 games into the season. I mean, that's impressive.
Line shot down that first base line, but in foul territory. Count evens up at 1-1. Tally winds and offers. Tries for the lower half of that zone, but just misses.
Yeah, she hasn't missed by much when she's missed tonight, for sure. It's been really close.
Good discipline by these Steinbrenner batters early on.
Yeah, they definitely haven't chased anything.
Foul straight back. Two and two. It's Ted Boggs alongside Will Wilkie bringing you the call here this evening. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. And that's going to miss outside. And here we go. 3 batters, 3 full counts. You know, you have situations like this, it's really a testament to the pitching and the hitting.
No, absolutely. And especially these two right here, 2 great warriors, no pun intended.
Fouled back again.
And starting off with a high pitch count is definitely not a good way to start, though, either.
Big opportunity for Steinbrenner here. Calvary trying to get that critical first out. And that's going to miss low for ball 4. Bases loaded situation, nobody out. And that'll necessitate a trip to the mound. Stick with us. We're just going to take a quick little breather ourselves.
Let me hold you. I wanna show you how to treat you right. Pull you closer through the highs and lows. Yeah, I wanna show you how to treat you right.
It's been 2 weeks.
So the conference continuing in the circle.
Number 25, Haley.
Be interesting
Bellamy.
to see if the infield will be in here, Ted, if they're going to try to go home with it. If you're Steinbrenner, this is exactly what you want. Bases loaded for your cleanup hitter, Haley Bellamy.
Yeah, I was going to say, so they are pulled in. It looks like they're going to come home with it, which makes sense. But also, it could have been, and once they get that one out, they may go back to double play depth.
Fastball misses high. Off-speed pitch. It's going to miss away. 2-0. Head coach Jason Gordon giving words of encouragement to Bellamy, trying to capitalize on the bases loaded, nobody out situation. Tally and the Calvary Christian Warriors trying to shut down this threat. Fastball gets by.
Yeah, she couldn't hold back on that one. She pulled through the front of the plate. She definitely wanted that one for sure.
Those high fastballs always tempting. And that'll miss away. Hitters count 3-1. And now a critical at bat already here in the top of the first. Swing and a miss. Tally battles back to once again a full count. And a big payoff pitch here between Tally and Bellamy. And strike called. Drop third, but they'll touch home for the force in that situation.
Number 23, Paige Bergen.
So 1 out now in the books gives Calvary a little bit of breathing room. Brings up Paige Bergen. It's going to be fouled away. Tally able to get ahead in the count.
Well, as you can see, they also backed up to double play depth. They got 1 out. Second turn 2 in the middle.
Count evens up. That's right, Ted. They got double play depth for the middle infielder. Corners in slightly. That's going to connect on the outside corner. Ideally, here in a situation like this, you're looking for that ground ball on the infield. But of course, you'll always take a strikeout.
Yeah, Morgan, I think, found her groove, Will.
Ground ball over to Doce at second. She's going to have to take it solo, making a valiant attempt as there was confusion on the coverage, but can't get there in time. Steinbrenner jumps out to a 1-0 lead. Going to mark that as an infield RBI single for Bergen. Looking to keep things rolling, it will be Jenna Fortenberry. Gets the start at third base.
Number 16, Jenna Fortenberry.
It's a great play by Doce over there at second. Just some confusion on the coverage. Tried to make the diving attempt. Snap throw down to third. Gets away, but not enough for an advancement. Good hustle by the Cavalry defense. It's Calamari and Garcia on the hustle. Inside fastball connects. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases loaded. A run is crossed for Steinbrenner off the RBI single from Bergen. Bunt is shown and executed. The tag at home.
Nice play.
is
Very
made.
smart play.
A huge hustle play by Tally. Saves a run for Cavalry and gets a second out in the inning. Wow, what a play there, Ted.
Yeah, that was impressive. Very smart. Your natural thing is you want to toss it home, but Morgan just did a great job getting the run, or preventing the run, rather. Sorry about that.
So a huge play for Cavalry now gets it to out number 2. Gives them a little bit of breathing room, though a difficult situation remains with bases loaded. Another conference in the circle. Maybe just checking on Tally, making sure she's okay on that diving attempt there at home. I mean, she really stretched all out on that one.
She did, and that could have hurt her. Like I said, she's right-handed, so it could have hurt her left arm from catching. So that could have been a tough one for sure.
But she's okay. We're glad to see that. Berkeley Demeter, she'll step in. Change up connects on that outside corner for Tally. Gets ahead in the count 0-1. Fastball fouled straight back. Tally with some breathing room. Ahead 0-2. Demeter's going to be protecting the remainder of the at-bat. Trying to put something in play, make something happen for Steinbrenner. Tally and their Cavalry teammates trying to shut down this inning to go to the home half. The 0-2 misses away.
Well, that was a pitch, too, with an 0-2 count. She can play with the edges like that. If she misses, it's no big deal, you know.
Bunt is shown. Popped up. Trailing back on it. Garcia with the diving attempt. Can't get there. 2 runs will come in on the bloop single. But he gets the job done. 2 RBIs for Demeter. Sometimes that's all it takes, Ted. Just put your bat on the ball. Good things can happen. A great attempt by Lavina having to backtrack on it, and Garcia coming out of nowhere trying to make the diving grab. Just missed it.
Yeah, that was an incredible try for sure.
Swinging him in and strike 1 for Avery Dorsey.
Yeah, you're right, Will. I mean, you get the bat on the ball, you never know what happens, and just so happens that it fell in the right perfect spot to bring in 2.
Fastball gets away. Fortenberry will hold at third, though she thought about it. You never want to make the last out of the inning at home, so
that's right.
Likely a good call there.
Demeter's out on second base.
Fastball high. Gets by. The 1-2 offering by Tally. Swing and a miss, strike 3 to retire the side. But not before Steinbrenner gets on the board first. They've got 3 runs on 3 hits. We move to the home half. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
I was fortunate enough to be able to work with Divinity on a custom skincare regimen the year leading up to my wedding. It included a series of in-office treatments, microneedling, PRP, hydrofacials, and an at-home skincare regimen. So I had no worries the day of my wedding. My skin was perfect.
we advance to the home half of the first inning. We had some action there in the top half, didn't we, Ted?
Sure did. And, the fact that they got out of it with only letting up 3 runs, is pretty impressive in itself. But, Steinbrenner was very patient at the plate and led to good things for them.
Run through the Steinbrenner defensive set for you here just momentarily. But we're going to lead off the inning. It's going to be Peyton Cushman for Calvary, starting in center field. And that's going to miss the zone for ball run. Going to run through that defensive set for you now. Sampson in the circle, Holtze behind the plate. Fortenberry at third, Reynolds at short, Bergen at second, Bellamy at first, Demeter in left, Kindle in center, and Dorsey is in right this evening. The 1-0 to Cushman. That's going to connect in the upper half of the zone to even things up.
That's one of those deceptive rising balls that can be tough to hit regardless.
Sampson fastball misses away. Cross county battle tonight. Steinbrenner coming down from Hillsboro. Cavalry and Pinellas. 2 top programs in the entire state, so we got a lot of talent on the field here tonight. Advancing to the hitters count, 3-1 for Cushman. She'll be looking to take advantage. Holtze and Sampson will have a quick word.
Well, we talked about early on that they only lost 7 seniors each, which is impressive.
In total. 7 in total.
Oh, between the 2 teams.
Between the 2 teams.
I thought they both lost. That's even more impressive, and just shows how much depth they have to, keep the records that they have and also win state. So, absolutely incredible talent out here.
The 3-1. Fastball connects outside corner. Beautiful placement by Sampson. Works the count full. And if you like it and it's nice, we'll do it twice. We got a full count.
That's for sure that we started off that way in the top of the first.
And that's going to miss away. Outstanding discipline by Cushman to know the zone.
Number 21,
and she'll record the leadoff walk. Brings up Ileana Garcia. Had that outstanding diving attempt in the top half.
Yeah, she sacrificed it all to try to get to that one, just off the end of her glove.
The lefty will take, called strike 1 outside. Looks like that one gets away. Holtze thought about that snap throw. Cushman had a nice secondary down there at first.
And I thought Cushman was going to go out of the corner of my eye, but seen her hold up. It's a nice job by Holtze to prevent that runner from going.
Exactly right, Ted, on that last offering to your point. I mean, not only getting out of the stance to make the grab, but catching that ball in a position to make the throw quickly, which is all that much more important. The combination of footwork and awareness so important for a catcher.
Absolutely. I mean, and that's why she's headed to Arizona State,
Foul tip. Runs the count even. Looks like because the foul ball went off of Holtje's, looked to me like it was just above the knee. So Coach Gordon's going to come out and just take a look, make sure she's okay.
Yeah, she
And she's
indicated
laughing and
good.
smiling. We're happy to see that. So she's good to go.
Yeah, so as soon as she turned around, she saw him and says, I'm okay, I'm okay. So
Be sure to follow us on Twitter and Facebook. We'll have the highlights from tonight's ball game as well as our Glory Days player of the game featured there as well. We also put broadcast announcements and special features there that you won't find on our YouTube channel. So go ahead, give us a follow at GCSM Broadcast. Sampson has the sign that she wants, and she'll wind and deliver the 2-2. That's going to come in low. Cushman thinking about it. Holtje able to knock it down enough. And here we go. Full count.
that seems to be the
I'll date myself a little bit. I guess we got a little scratch on the record, and we're bumping around back over the same spot again.
oh, those were the days. Those were the days.
I'll just say it. Vinyl's better.
78s, 45s.
Liner. Bergen corrals it. Cushman able to get back.
Number 7, Morgan Talley.
Nice play by Bergen to corral that line drive shot over to second. One out, one on for Morgan Talley. Starting pitcher for Calvary. She was going to want to help her cause here. As Calvary tries to battle back, trailing 3-0 here in the first. Sampson's off speed connects.
It was the same spot as on Garcia.
There's a shot to center field, but tracking it and corralling that ball is Kindle. So just what you wanted if you're Sampson and Steinbrenner, 2 quick outs after the Cushman walk.
Yeah, she's looking good on the mound for sure. Getting the batters to do exactly what she wants.
That'll bring up Alexis Camilleri, rather. Breaking pitch comes in low. Cushman advances to second. Some good heads-up base running there. Puts a runner in scoring position for Calvary. Fastball popped up. Bellamy giving chase, but that's going to run out of real estate over there on the first base side.
Yeah, all she needed was another 3 foot. So it's a 1-1 count.
Yeah.
2 down. Garcia at second. I'm sorry, Cushman at second.
Yeah.
So line shot in center field, base hit. That's going to get down. That's going to score. Cushman as the throw comes in. And that puts Camilleri on second base. So single
You have to.
by Camilleri. And it goes to second on the throw.
Number 4, Reagan Lavina.
So that makes it a 3-1 ball game. Lavina steps in. Big cut. Just couldn't get anything on it though.
Okay, thanks. Ground ball over to Reynolds at short. She fires to
Nice
third
play.
first. 6-3 for out number 3, but Cavalry battles back. They get the RBI. It's 3-1. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
Welcome to the Clubhouse, Tampa Bay's premier baseball and softball training facility. Our 11,000 square foot training facility features rentable cages and bullpen lanes, along with the newest technology such as HitTrax and Rapsodo, baseball and softball pitching machines, full gym, and plyo area, all to keep you at the top of your game. We also have a fully stocked baseball and softball pro shop carrying the biggest brands such as Marucci, Rawlings, Easton, DeMarini, Wilson, and many more. If you're in need of training, we also have the area's top professional instructors offering hitting, pitching, fielding, and strength instruction for both baseball and softball players. From youth to professional athletes, the clubhouse has you covered. We are conveniently located 1 mile east of the Suncoast Parkway on Spring Hill Drive. Stop in and check us out.
Navy SEAL veteran and endurance athlete Don Mann pushed his body to the limit and tried regenerative medicine when all other options failed.
It's unbelievable. I just assumed I was going to be in pain forever. And I've been in pain since the 80s. Now I'm running and riding a bicycle faster than I have in 7 years. Even my vision is better. I'm 100% pain-free right now. And I don't take any medications.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for regenerative treatment.
So we advance to the second inning. 3-1 advantage. Steinbrenner had a lot of action in the first inning. Steinbrenner able to jump out in front, taking advantage of a bases loaded situation. They plate 3. Cavalry battles back. They plate 1 with 2 outs. We've got the 9-1-2 batters due up for Steinbrenner. The umpires are having a conference down on the first base side with Steinbrenner coach Jason Gordon. Not sure what it's about, unless there's a lineup change that we weren't made aware of. We'll do our best to keep up with the lineup changes, but sometimes they don't notify us. And especially with the outfield, it's hard to see the numbers with where we're positioned here tonight. But we'll do our best. We have our other crew tonight up in Lecanto, Florida for baseball. Nature Coast taking on Lecanto. Start time 7 p.m. Of course, we want you to stick with us here. But we got crews all over the Tampa Bay region bringing live sports to you. So we do appreciate your viewership and your support here at the Gulf Coast Sports Network. We are a small nonprofit media company.
All right, we're just about to get set going here.
Okay, under the home cam scene, and then on the sources, go all the way down to the bottom. Yep.
All right, to start things off here for Steinbrenner, Kendall steps in. She takes ball 1
And then
from Tally.
try to deactivate and then activate.
And Tally delivers. Foul ball. And that's going to be 1-1 count on Kendall. So Tally evened that count to get Kendall to go for that on the outside corner.
Okay.
Well, hold on. So under device, where it says USB video, just start clicking the other ones to see if it comes up. You have to double click the home cam.
Kendall's showing bunt.
And above deactivate, there's a drop down box.
Tally delivers. Foul ball.
Yeah, so try the other ones.
And that makes it a 1-2 count.
Do you have 4 USB videos listed?
Tally off to a great start here in the second inning.
It's working now. Double check
Ahead of the batter.
to make sure they didn't accidentally get switched, because sometimes that happens.
And that count evens at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just getting underway here in the top of the second inning.
Well, how bad is it?
Fly ball into right field. That is foul ball. So we will do 2-2 again.
Okay.
Just foul, probably by about, I'm going to say, a couple feet off the line. So it was close. So it's one of those things like we talked about earlier. You put the bat on the ball, good things happen, and it almost did there for Steinbrenner.
Actually, put it on the one where it's the camera on you. All right. Now go to the other camera that's messed up.
So ground ball right back to Tally. Goes over to first, and that is 1 down. That's going to bring in Patton.
Okay, make that a face 1-2.
Number 17, Kenzie Reynolds.
Oh, so Patton is not batting. They're batting 9, so it's going to be Kenzie Reynolds.
Yep. Now go back to the center field camera.
Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 1.
It's okay. All right, just go back to the center field.
So an 0-1 count to Reynolds. The pitch by Tally
No, you need to be hitting the arrow.
just missed on the outside corner. And it's going to be 1-1.
So hit the down arrow. And now that's showing.
Nice change up there. Got Reynolds a swing, and that's going to make it 1-2. Reynolds is way out ahead of that one.
Don't jump ahead. You have the down arrow.
And a 1-2.
Pitcher can, correct?
And count evens up at 2-2.
Right. Okay. Now you're going to go to that USB list and find center field through it, because we turned everything else off. No.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's 2 outs.
All right. Okay. So
Beautiful changeup by Morgan Tally.
So hit the down arrow.
So 2 quick outs. Tally has been incredible here in the second inning.
I know it's wrong. Scroll down to sources.
That brings in Paige Sampson.
Double click it.
And she starts off with a ball.
Now where it says device, where it says USB video, find the
Lily Holtjay on deck. And it's quickly 2-0.
All right, then click OK. All right, you're done with that one. Now hit the up arrow. Scroll all the way down and find that camera under sources.
Called strike. And now that makes it 2-1.
Go to the USB menu and now find the home plate camera. And click OK. Now you're going to do the same thing. You're going to do the exact same process for first base and left field. But just remember,
Morgan delivers the 2-1. Ball 3.
Okay, you good? All right, thanks. All right.
So 3-1 count on Sampson.
Now we gotta call this.
That's a ball low, and that is ball 4 to Sampson. So she's on with a walk, a 2-out walk.
Number 21, Lily Mulchay.
So Lily walked her first time up.
One on, 2 outs. Snap throw down to first. Able to get back in time. Olche box it up. Coming in on it is Power. She'll make the grab. To retire the side.
Preparing for that next step in life isn't always easy. At Nautilus Financial Group, our combination of experience, professionalism, and access to a wide variety of products and services to help meet all of your financial goals. For a new level of attention, insight, and capability, contact the trusted team at Nautilus Financial Group.
When you play football, you develop this mentality that, you know, you can withstand anything. You're Mr. Tough Guy. So years I had been battling. I was just excited to finally meet someone who knew what I was going through, who saw my pain, to think that in a matter of one treatment, and it got better and better as I began to get treatments throughout the month. You know, why would you deal with this pain for another day?
That's just been
Hope you're enjoying this evening's broadcast. Alongside Ted Boggs, I'm Will Wilkie, bringing you the call this evening. 6, 7, 8 batters due up for Calvary. That's going to be Stewart, Planeta, and Doce.
Tell you what, it's it's 3-1. I know we're in the second inning, but overall, it's a close game, and Tally had a great second inning.
Hope you're enjoying the broadcast here this evening. Go ahead, hit that like button. Let us know that you're enjoying the broadcast. It also helps the visibility on YouTube. Someone searches for Florida high school softball, for example, the videos that have the higher number of likes are more likely to show up on the search results, so it does help these videos get higher views. Help these athletes get noticed, which is why we're out here trying to help out. Ava Planeta lead things off. Fastball from Sampson comes in high for ball 1. We're going to have a special guest on in the third inning, so stick with us for that. Fastball gets by.
There's a big cut on that one. She was going for the fences for sure.
One from Sampson. Took a little off of that one, but it's going to come in high. Fastball connects. Sampson has the sign from the dugout and offers the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Out number 1 is in the books.
Number 3, Ava Planeta.
Yeah, she just got a piece of that. A nice job by Holte to hold on to the ball.
Looks like we got mixed up there. That's Planeta's actually now up. Apologies on that one. Fastball from Sampson connects. Holte set up outside. Sampson brought it right back in. Ground ball over. Play to first. Fortenberry to Bellamy. 5-3 for out number 2. Sampson working very efficiently here early on.
We're going to watch out for those pterodactyls come flying through our booth here, Will.
2 outs brings up Isabella Doce, trying to get a 2-out rally going for Calvary. They've managed to pull within 2 in the first. And she'll take strike 1 down the middle from Sampson.
Swing and a miss. And that's going to be strike 2 on Doce. Sampson's ahead in the count. Takes a deep breath, steps back into the circle. Gets the sign. And delivers the 0-2.
Try doing it again. Maybe you guys.
And that'll be 1-2 now. We're in the bottom of the second with 2 outs.
Because that's what that means. It means the keys don't match.
A very efficient game by Sade Sampson. Foul ball.
Yeah, I'm just right now.
And we're going to do 1-2 again.
Well, text me either way.
That fastball's going to miss away. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the second inning, 3-1. Advantage Steinbrenner. Both teams are the Warriors here tonight, so we'll just go with the school names. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Tally gets it done. We move to the third, 3-1. Steinbrenner with the lead. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
avid golfer, been, golf usually weekly, play a lot with my wife.
With the repetitive motion, as you know, with a lot of golfers, it's an unnatural motion that you put your body through.
After suffering for years with shoulder pain, Mike chose stem cell therapy as an alternative to surgery.
I'm just excited because patients that have been paying for years that are now doing the things that they want to do, and Mike's just going to be adding to that list.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for stem cell treatment.
So we move to the top of the third inning. 3-1 advantage Steinbrenner. We have a special guest here with us this evening. He's a longtime friend of the Gulf Coast Sports Network, and he has the pulse of all things dealing with Tampa Bay sports. Regional sports writer Andy Villamarzo. Andy, welcome aboard.
Well, thank you so much for having me on tonight.
Well, Andy, before we let our viewers know, a little bit more about you and what we're going to cover here tonight, let us everyone know where we can find your content.
You can find me on Twitter at Andy and then _ and then my long last name, Villamarzo, Villamarzo. And that's primarily where you'll find me tweeting my life away, putting all kinds of content and stories out.
Speaking of big stories and big content, obviously a huge game here tonight, Andy. What are your impressions on the game here so far and both of these programs moving forward this season?
A good game so far. I mean, Steinbrenner with those 3 runs early on definitely helped. Calvary got the 1 run here. Calvary coming off last year, their Class 3A state championship, which they beat Hernando. They're a team that I actually in my Power 25 poll for SB Live Sports, I have Calvary coming in at number 15. I had them a little higher up, but last week they suffered a loss to Auburndale. Steinbrenner here, 2-0 start so far. I actually have them at 17 in my poll, so this is a great matchup when you're talking about not just the area, but the state of Florida. I mean, this is the top-notch matchup.
Absolutely, 2 powerhouse programs, and they're not disappointing here early on tonight. So you mentioned that you have your power polls for softball. We all know that you also cover baseball and softball. So I know it's early on in the season, but are there any teams that you're kind of tracking for baseball and softball that you think that could really make a deep playoff run this year?
Well, in baseball, right here, and I'd say softball. I mean, you got Calvary Christian. Their baseball team features one of the deepest. Well, a lot of action going on here.
Big play there at second base. Heads up play by Planetta.
But right here in Clearwater, Calvary Christian, I actually have them number 1 in my Power 25 poll for baseball. And then nationally, they are the number 1 team in our SB Live Sports Power 25 poll. They have one of the deepest pitching staffs around. Actually, a few kids that are slated to be draft picks in the Major League draft in the summer. So the Warriors have one of the, I would say, elite teams, not just good teams in the Tampa Bay area. Jesuit, Sickles, Strawberry Crest, Mitchell, Plant City, Dunedin. You can go down the line with baseball with Berkeley Prep, Plant, Hernando, River Ridge, Land O'Lakes. And then flipping over to softball, what we're covering here tonight, Lakewood Ranch just down in Manatee is number 1 in the poll I do for SB Live Sports. And then you get some Tampa Bay area teams like Berkeley Prep coming in at number 7, Calvary Christian at 15, like I aforementioned, and Steinbrenner 17, Bloomingdale at number 19. The Leopards coming off of last year's run to the state championship, just falling short at number 23.
That's right, falling short to Calvary here tonight.
Yeah, they return a very stout group led by pitcher Ava Braswell, and then you got Mitchell at number 25. So yeah, I mean this area, and there's some other teams as well: Alonso, Eastlake, Land O'Lakes, Robinson. So I mean, this area, arguably, I don't even know if it's an argument, Will. probably one of the best areas for baseball and softball in the state of Florida. Probably some South Florida folks would like to have an argument about it, but Tampa Bay area is just ripe for talent.
I couldn't agree more, Andy. I mean, it seems like every week. I mean, certainly we try to cover as many games as we can, but every week there are just always these marquee matchups, and like you said, it just speaks to the talent level that we have across the board, top to bottom, all across the Bay Area.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, even in
Number
baseball
8,
tonight,
Berkeley
Mitchell
Demeter.
is against Jesuit over in Tampa, so that's a premier matchup. You got games all across the board, all throughout the season that, um, week in and week out, you're going to be able to see these teams face off against each other, and it's going to be tough doing these power rankings, just seeing that one's going to lose to another top tier team and just trying to figure where everybody's at. I mean, it's just like with this game, they're both they're playing good softball here tonight, and I mean, either way, whomever loses to whomever, and this matchup was played last year. Steinbrenner won 7-2, um, and Calvary kind of had a slow start to last year. They were 24-6, started off 3-3, and then you got to think that was half of their losses even last year. They finished the rest of the way 21-3, and uh, they were able to go to Claremont and win the state championship in Class 3A. So early on, I think it's just getting back into the feel of getting back out here with your high school teammates, because all these girls play travel ball, and um, just trying to get a good team feel. And then as the season progresses, they're able to kind of ease their way in. And there's going to be plenty tournaments around along the way to really kind of feel out where they're going to be at come district time.
And we're going to hold Andy over. We're going to connect with him in the bottom half of the inning, Andy, if you'll stay with us. But don't go anywhere. We're going to be back right after this. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
Oh, no problem.
Welcome to the Clubhouse, Tampa Bay's premier baseball and softball training facility. Our 11,000 square foot training facility features rentable cages and bullpen lanes, along with the newest technology such as HitTrax and Rapsodo, baseball and softball pitching machines, full gym, and plyo area, all to keep you at the top of your game. We also have a fully stocked baseball and softball pro shop carrying the biggest brands such as Marucci, Rawlings, Easton, DeMarini, Wilson, and many more. If you're in need of training, we also have the area's top professional instructors offering hitting, pitching, fielding, and strength instruction for both baseball and softball players. From youth to professional athletes, the clubhouse has you covered. We are conveniently located 1 mile east of the Suncoast Parkway on Spring Hill Drive. Stop in and check us out.
Okay, sounds good.
So we're in the bottom of the third inning, and we're going to continue our discussion with Andy, who's giving you kind of a rundown of everything sports related here in the Bay Area. But it's not just baseball and softball that Andy covers. Andy, tell the viewers a little bit more about what you're covering this spring.
Well,
Number 10,
on top of baseball
Cameron
and
Howard.
softball, obviously, like we all know, high school football just never seems to sleep in this Sunshine State. It's I think Larry Bluestein, the well-known recruiting man. He's been doing it forever down in South Florida. He actually had me on a show recently, and he said, "Oh, now that high school football season's over," and I had to kind of throw a joke at Larry and say, "Larry, is it really ever over? I don't think it's ever over. With between after the state championships, you start having head coaches either get dismissed or they step down or they find a new job out of state. You have kind of the new era we're in with high school transfers, kids transferring to other schools.
That's really picked up in the last 2 years.
Yeah, I mean that's become its own coverage all by itself. Is just kids transferring to other schools, trying to gauge. I mean, just like up in Hernando County, Nature Coast, with Corey Johns leaving, you went to Bartram Trail up there in St. John's, and now Rob Casimir, new head coach over there at Nature Coast, and I felt like I kind of called that. I think I told Casimir, you're going to be the new head coach there. He denied it at first, but then he ended up becoming the new head coach. But high school football, it's been going on all through. It's kept me busy all throughout this uh, late winter, and now we're going into the spring. And spring football starts May 1st, and there's spring football game list I'm putting together for SB Live Sports, and then putting together a comprehensive list of all the games that are being played. And the games start up, I believe, around May 11th, and they run to about May 26th, 27th. So that should keep us busy for a little bit. And obviously with baseball, they're going to have their state championships down in Fort Myers, and softball back in Claremont. So that's going to be the majority of everything I'll be covering. But football, just today, I've did a couple of stories before this game even started up. Well, there was a big announcement on Chaminade, Madonna, and Miami Central. They're going to play each other in a Week 5 game in the 2023 season for high school football. That's a huge matchup when you're talking about nationally ranked teams. Both of them were, both had the argument that they could be uh, the the top team in the country, not just state of Florida. So it's not bragging rights for just Broward Dade. It's like bragging rights for the whole country.
Absolutely.
So, Miami Northwestern, they just dismissed their head coach of almost a decade. So yeah, and then there's this game going on. Really good game going on. So yeah, I'd say I was a little busy today.
Well, your coverage is second to none, Andy. I hope that everyone that's watching and listening here this evening will check you out if they don't already know you. Go ahead and follow on Twitter Andy Villamarzo on Twitter, and he's also affiliated with multiple other outlets. Again, his coverage is second to none, in-depth knowledge that you won't get anywhere else. Anytime he's got a Twitter space, make sure you follow that because you're going to get some fabulous information, excellent discussion, and he has some guests on as well sometimes to bring in some additional info, so you don't want to miss that at all. Andy, thanks again for joining us. It's a pleasure seeing you again, and we'll have you on again soon, that's for sure.
Well, thank you so much for having me, and it's always a pleasure.
Line drive to center field off the bat of Garcia. Kendall able to track it down. She had some ground to cover.
Number 7, Morgan Talley.
I'd like to thank Andy for coming on this evening with us, giving us that rundown of baseball and softball power rankings in the region. Again, he really does have great stuff. Make sure you follow him. Morgan Talley fouls that first offering away for strike one.
So Sage, after giving up that leadoff single, she's shut down Calvary since. Got them to pop up twice.
Breaking ball. Nice stop by Holche. One ball, one strike, one out. 1 on, 2 out. Pitcher versus pitcher. Talley lines that one to left. That's going to drop in. Wheeling for third and making it in is Power. A big-time double off the bat of Talley. And here comes Calvary. Going to have a courtesy runner. Let's see if we can catch that number there, Ted.
It's like number 8.
00, Alexis Camilleri.
Number 8 would be the Julia Tomolsky. Julia Tomolsky now in the run at second. It looks like there's a quick official conference in the circle, so we'll take a quick second as well.
Oh, okay.
Fastball connects for called strike 1. Alexis Camilleri trying to take advantage of this situation here for the Calvary Christian Warriors. Tying run is on second. Fouls that one away, first base side. Quickly 0-2. A beautiful evening here in Clearwater, Florida. Sure are glad that you're joining us here live on the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a lot cooler than it is. It's actually really nice.
Calamari is going to have to take a defensive approach the remainder of the at-bat. Big opportunity here for Calvary. Breaking ball gets away for strike 3. A big strikeout for Sampson. And the threat is abated. We move to the 4th. Still 3-1. 3 runs on 3 hits for Steinbrenner. 1 run on 3 hits for Calvary. That's right, you're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
So in other words, he doesn't sleep.
We're in the 4th. You may have noticed that the 4th inning is sponsored by our partner, Glory Days Grill. Be sure you stick with us at the end of tonight's ball game as we'll announce the Glory Days player of the game. You'll get a souvenir mini bag courtesy of the Gulf Coast Sports Network and a gift certificate for Glory Days. So you don't want to miss that. They'll also be featured on our Twitter and Facebook pages, so follow us at GCSN Broadcasts. Again, that's the Glory Days player of the game immediately following the final score here tonight.
Well, Will Morgan's really settled down here in this one. Not allowing any runs or hits the past 2 innings. So, well, I'm sorry, they did give up 1 hit last inning.
Avery Dorsey will take strike 1.
The bunt single.
Correction, it looks like we actually have a substitution here, so we'll try to get that remedied. That's fouled away for strike 2. 2 quick strikes. Avery Durenchez now into the game. Tally with the 1-2 offering. Fastball's going to miss high. Off-speed pitch connects in the zone. A beautiful strike 3 for Tally, and out number 1 is in the books.
Number 2, Emma Kendall.
That's her 4th strikeout this game, Will.
She certainly appears to be in a groove, as you mentioned earlier, Ted. Big strikeout to lead off the inning brings up Emma Kendall. She'll foul that first pitch offering away for strike 1. Chopper up the middle. Garcia ranges over, fires to first. In time, 6-3 for out number 2.
That is one thing about softball. It's a bang-bang play because these bases being as close as they are, you got to be fast, and that's impressive.
Number 17,
Silky smooth at shortstop. 2 outs now. Top of the order, Mackenzie Reynolds. Reynolds 1 and 2, 1 for 2 on the evening. Singled in the first. Chopper down to Lavina at third. She'll fire to first in time. And a quick inning for Calvary. We move to the home half. It's still 3-1. Anybody's ball game. Stick with us. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
Preparing for that next step in life isn't always easy. At Nautilus Financial Group, our combination of experience, professionalism, and access to a wide variety of products and services to help meet all of your financial goals.
Navy SEAL veteran and endurance athlete Don Mann pushed his body to the limit and tried regenerative medicine when all other options failed.
It's unbelievable. I just assumed I was going to be in pain forever. And I've been in pain since the 80s. Now I'm running and riding a bicycle faster than I have in 7 years. Even my vision is better. I'm 100% pain-free right now. And I don't take any medications.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for regenerative treatment.
Exactly.
So we're in the home half of the fourth. All the scoring has been done this evening in the first inning. Though there have been some threats along the way, neither team able to capitalize. Combination of timely pitching and solid defense has kept the score where it is.
Number 4,
5, 6, 7 batters due up for Calvary. That'll be Lavina, Stewart, and Planeta. First pitch of the inning connects for called strike 1. I mean, here we are, Ted. It's the bottom of the fourth inning. Sampson's only thrown 43 pitches. I mean, that's just...
It's incredible.
Yeah, efficient's not even doing it justice.
No, and that's why she's got a 1.4 ERA, and that's definitely dropping closer to 1 tonight, as long as she didn't give it any runs.
That'll miss away.
From here on out, that is.
And though Tally has a high pitch count, I mean, From the second inning on, she's really found her groove. And there's not much that Steinbrenner's really been able to do with it. Fly ball center field. Coming in on it is Kindle. She'll camp under it and make the grab for out number 1.
Yeah, I mean, Morgan, she had a rough start, but once she got settled down, she hit her groove, and there's been no stopping her since. I mean, she struck out 4, and, she's looking as solid as ever.
Stewart now at bat. Tries to bunt that one away. It's going to be foul. Stewart's second at bat of the evening. Sampson winds and offers. Bunt attempt again. Straight up. Oh, beautiful diving attempt by Holche. Unable to corral it, but I mean, she had no time to react, but still able to get a glove on it. An outstanding play by Holche.
Yeah, I mean, and that's just her awareness at the plate, right? Been a former catcher myself. I mean, you're in the middle of the game, you're calling everything, you got to be on top of everything, and then have the awareness like that to leap back and even have an attempt at it. Something special.
Sampson quickly ahead, 0-2. 1 out in the inning. Stewart trying to get aboard for Calvary, trailing by 2 here in the bottom of the 4th. Called strike 3, outside corner. Sampson keeps up at this pace. We're just going to have to call her Sutton Sampson.
That's for sure.
But looking to put a stop to her groove will be Ava Planeta. And she'll take the offering high for ball 1.
Yeah, it was a nice changeup. Just stayed a little out of the zone.
Planeta grounded out in the second. There's a line drive to right. Coming in on it. It'll drop in front of Dorsey and right. So a 2-out runner aboard. Off the bat of Planeta. And Calvary is going to try to get a 2-out rally.
I'll say they got some cooking here for sure, going in the bottom of the 4th.
Brings up Dolce. And it looks like we'll have a runner.
It's number 6, Will.
It's going to be Caitlin Capusta. Caitlin Capusta now in to run at first. Courtesy runner for Planeta, as she is the catcher. Foul straight back. That offering will come in low. Count evens up at 1-1.
The Calvary's put together 4 hits so far in this one.
Snap throw down to first. Who's able to make it back? Well, she's showing off the arm.
Yeah, she's been, like I said, there's something special about there tonight. She's been doing an absolutely fantastic job behind the plate. Very aware of what's going on.
Fly ball. That could be trouble. Coming in on it and calling off is Dorsey. Steinbrenner able to corral the threat. We move to the 5th. Still 3-1. Advantage Steinbrenner. We'll be back right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Preparing for that next step in life isn't always easy. At Nautilus Financial Group, our combination of experience, professionalism, and access to a wide variety of products and services to help meet all of your financial goals. For a new level of attention, insight, and capability, contact the trusted team at Nautilus Financial Group.
When you play football, you develop this mentality that, you can withstand anything. You're Mr. Tough Guy. So years I had been battling. I was just excited to finally meet someone who knew what I was going through, who saw my pain, to think that in a matter of one treatment, and it got better and better as I began to get treatments throughout the month. Why would you deal with this pain for another day?
So we're in the top of the 5th inning. Still 3-1. Both teams able to scatter some hits since the first inning where both teams scored. But neither team able to capitalize.
Number 13, Sage Sampson.
Well, Sage is sitting with the lead. There's nothing wrong with extending that lead if you can.
She'll be leading off the inning. Trying to do just that. She'll show bunt. The offering from Tally will come in low for ball 1. Bunt shown, pulled back and fouled away. Ground ball over to third. That's Lavina to Stewart. 5-3 for out number 1. Tally getting that ground ball in the infield just like she wants.
Lily Holche.
Brings up Lily Holche. That fastball will barely miss.
Lily's 0 for 1 with a walk.
I like the idea by Tally there trying to claim that inner half.
Well, she's got a big power hitter sitting in front of her, so she's got to be careful with that ball placement, Will.
Some nice break on that offering, but it's going to break low out of the zone, 2-0. And that'll miss away. So 3-0. Have to imagine you'd be taking here. But then again,
it's Lily Holt, Jay.
Ground ball over to Garcia. It's short. A little bit of a bobble over to first. In time.
What a recovery. What a recovery.
Good wherewithal to not rush the throw, ensure that it's accurate. And it's in time for out number 2.
Yeah, she kept it in front of her, and that's what I think enabled her to quickly get over to first and still get the out.
2 outs now for Bellamy. Walked her last at bat. Off-speed pitch popped out of play, foul, first base side.
I'll tell you what, though, Morgan Talley has been a surgeon out there in the circle.
Yeah, she really seems to be finding her spot here in the later innings. And that'll get by quickly, 0-2.
If you like to eat the corner pieces on anything, she's definitely the person that can carve it for you, for sure.
Outside corner misses. Steinbrenner trying to get a 2-out rally going. Talley and Calvary trying to shut this inning down. High heat comes in upstairs. Single story strike zone tonight.
Indeed it is.
Fly ball left center field. Tracking it down is Cushman to retire the side. We move to the home 5th. 3 runs, 3 hits for Steinbrenner. 1 run, 4 hits for Calvary. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
I was fortunate enough to be able to work with Divinity on a custom skincare regimen the year leading up to my wedding. It included a series of in-office treatments, microneedling, PRP, hydrofacials, and an at-home skincare regimen. So I had no worries the day of my wedding. My skin was perfect.
I prefer that.
We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. The number of outs remaining in the game are now becoming limited. Cavalry has some work to do if they're going to try to extend this game or take home a victory. Steinbrenner wants to keep things exactly the way they are, maybe pick up an insurance run or 2 as they go along. 9-1-2 due up for Calvary. Cameron Power to lead things off. Sampson's offering comes in high for ball 1. Power singled in her first at bat. One of 4 hits that Cavalry has collected here this evening. Tries to check that one up, and she's able to do so. 2-0. GCSN's got you covered with our multi-cam system. We're able to shoot down and get that umpire's ruling. Sampson with the 2-0. Connects on that inside corner. Beautiful placement.
You know, outside of the pitch count, Sage and Morgan have been neck and neck.
Swing and a miss. Now 2-2. Power will be looking to protect. Sampson's going to try to get that punch-out pitch. Ground ball over to first. Bellamy, she'll take it unassisted for out number 1. Turns the lineup over for Calvary.
Number 19, Peyton Cushman.
Brings up Peyton Cushman. Made a nice play in center field in the top half of the inning. Fouled away. Hot shot over to that third base side.
Yeah, she had a nice shot in the back in the third inning. A blazing shot out to right field. Was just snagged by the right fielder. So her bat's been on it for sure.
Yeah, that was Dorsey and Wright that made that nice play that you're referring to, Ted. Popped up. Center field. Kindle coming in on it. She'll make the grab. To record out number 2. Two outs now in the inning for Garcia. Off-speed pitch will drop low for ball 1. Again, give us a follow on Twitter and Facebook at GCSN Broadcast. We'll have the highlights from tonight's ball game and feature our Glory Days player of the game there. You can also find broadcast announcements and other special features. So go ahead, give us a follow at GCSN Broadcast. Line drive up the middle. Hard hit ball off the bat of Garcia. Gets a 2-out single. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. And that's going to be represented by Morgan Talley. He's going to try to help her cause.
Well, both pitchers had a rough first inning, but after they got out of that, it's just been shutout softball, and there's been a few hits peppered here and there, but nothing spectacular.
Yeah, it's been a pitcher's duel. Coach Gordon wants to talk it over with his crew. We'll take a little breather, but we'll stay here, so we'll be right back. So we got pitcher versus pitcher. Talley and Sampson. Garcia at first. 2 outs. Fastball driven to right center field, going back on it. And that ball is gone! A 2-run blast off the bat of Talley. And that's just what you needed if you're Calvary. We got a tie ball game.
Wow, what a shot. It's been the Morgan Talley show for sure. Incredible.
What a game we have here. As Talley takes the outside pitch, goes with it to right center field. She represented the tying run, and she did just that when she crossed home. It's 3-3. And Calvary has cashed in on that 2-out rally they were looking for.
You just never know when that's going to happen, though, you know?
That's going to bring up Alexis Camilleri. Sampson tries for that outside corner, misses away for ball one. Fly ball to right field. That could be trouble. It will drop in. Dorsey gives chase. And motoring into second with a stand-up double is Calamari. And back-to-back hits. And Calvary appears to be in business. And it's going to be the second trip to the mound, to the circle for Gordon. So we will have a pitching change. And Sampson's done a great job here this evening. We'll get that pitching change for you, but we're going to take a break first. We'll be back right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Preparing for that next step in life isn't always easy. At Nautilus Financial Group, our combination of experience, professionalism, and access to a wide variety of products and services to help meet all of your financial goals. For a new level of attention, insight, and capability, contact the trusted team at Nautilus Financial Group.
When you play football, you develop this mentality that, you know, you can withstand anything. You're Mr. Tough Guy. So years I had been battling. I was just excited to finally meet someone who knew what I was going through, who saw my pain, to think that in a matter of one treatment, and it got better and better as I began to get treatments throughout the month. You know, why would you deal with this pain for another day?
So the pitching change has been completed. That's number 3, Lily Patton, who is now taken over in the circle for Steinbrenner. Calvary has had a big 5th inning here, scoring their runs and all their hits with 2 outs. It started with Garcia, followed by the 2-run homer from Talley. And now the double off of Camilleri.
Let's see if
Lavina
can, see if she can keep it going.
First pitch offering misses low for ball one. 2-0 count to Lavina.
There's like a little mix-up on in the circle there, trying to get the signal in.
Yeah, especially with a runner on, people might wonder why that's such a big deal, but when you've got a runner in scoring position, you don't want to have a pitch mix-up between the pitcher and the catcher, expecting a fastball and it's a breaking ball and the ball gets by and you're basically just giving them a base. So, it's actually quite important that they get on the same page.
Absolutely.
Off-speed pitch comes in high, so disciplined by Lavina. Now works it to 3-0. Again, there again seems to be a mix-up on the pitches.
I think they got it squared away now. But to your point, Will, if they are not on the same page, it could be trouble.
Fastball connects outside for Patton.
Nice pitch.
Just what she needed there, advancing to the hitter's count, 3-1.
Get a little confidence back.
Yeah, tough situation to come into. Lead run now on second. Swing and a miss. Patton is now battled back to work the count full. And a big payoff pitch here. Fly ball left field. Motoring in is Demeter. That's going to drop.
Calvary has the lead.
Lead run will score. RBI for Lavina. And Calvary has battled back to take the lead.
Pinch hitting for Warriors, number 17, Kaylin Gold.
And that'll move Lavina to second base on the throw coming in. It's a nice try out there by the left fielder, Demeter.
Yeah, she really had to motor to that one. I mean, honestly, even without the diving attempt, which was a really great effort, it's probably going to drop in anyway. But that's how bad these kids want it. Laying out on every possibility because she knows how important that out is.
Absolutely, because that was the time run, and I'm sorry, the go-ahead run, and because it is now 4-3. So, yeah, she laid everything on the line on that one. Looks like we're going to get a pinch runner, I think.
We got a lot of activity going on, actually. So You're right. We're going to have a
number 11. Will
Kaylin Doltz is going to pinch hit, and we've got number 11. Bridget Molaski into run at second. So the tables have turned. Calvary now looking for some insurance runs. Steinbrenner will have the corners in. Middle infield at normal depth. Corners in slightly. Off-speed pitch misses outside. Stolt takes ball one. Off-speed pitch right down the middle. Ground ball, second base side, making the scoop in the
wow, what a play! What a play!
Bergen, wow! That's some athleticism right there, my friend. We move to the sixth. Cavalry has battled back to take a one-run lead. You're not going to want to miss the end of this one. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
Welcome to the Clubhouse, Tampa Bay's premier baseball and softball training facility. Our 11,000 square foot training facility features rentable cages and bullpen lanes, along with the newest technology such as HitTrax and Rapsodo, baseball and softball pitching machines, full gym, and plyo area, all to keep you at the top of your game. We also have a fully stocked baseball and softball pro shop carrying the biggest brands such as Marucci, Rawlings, Easton, DeMarini, Wilson, and many more. If you're in need of training, we also have the area's top professional instructors offering hitting, pitching, fielding, and strength instruction for both baseball and softball players. From youth to professional athletes, the Clubhouse has you covered. We are conveniently located 1 mile east of the Suncoast Parkway on Spring Hill Drive. Stop in and check us out.
So you got
So what a game we've got going on here. It was 3-1 going into the bottom of the fifth inning. 2 outs in the books before Calvary, behind some timely big-time hitting, they plate 3 and now have a 4-3 advantage in the top of the sixth.
they got 8 hits this game, and we talked about early on in the pregame about them getting their bats back to going again after that tough loss the other day against Auburndale, and clearly they've done it.
Number 23.
But Steinbrenner is certainly no slouch in the hit department, and they've got the 5, 6, 7 batters due up, so a lot of damage can be done. They're going to try to do that right here. Paige Bergen to lead things off. So foul tip that one for strike one. Bergen 2 for 2 on the evening. Ground ball over to Garcia at short. She'll fire over to Stewart at first to record the first out.
Number 16, Jenna Fortenberry.
Brings up Jenna Fortenberry. Fouls that away on a check swing.
You got the magic touch, Will.
Sometimes it has a mind of its own. Quickly 0-2. Talley's going to be looking for that punch-out pitch. Fortenberry trying to keep things alive. Steinbrenner would love to get that runner on. Good patience there, not to go chasing.
Yeah, it was a pitch Talley could definitely throw away. She was ahead 0-2. And matter of fact, she still has a pitch to waste if need be.
Grounder up the middle. Talley with the scoop and toss to record out number 2. And it'll bring up Berkeley Demeter.
Number 8, Berkeley Demeter.
Has a single and 2 RBIs on the evening. Trying to get a 2-out rally started for Steinbrenner. Popped up, going back on it is Doce. She'll make the grab. 1, 2, 3, down in order. We move to the bottom of the 6th inning. We've got ourselves a ball game. 3 runs on 3 hits for Steinbrenner. 4 runs on 8 hits for Calvary. We've got error-free softball. You're watching
The
GCSN.
Clubhouse, Tampa Bay's premier baseball and softball training facility. Our 11,000 square foot training facility features rentable cages and bullpen lanes, along with the newest technology such as HitTrax and Rapsodo, baseball and softball pitching machines, full gym, and plyo area, all to keep you at the top of your game. We also have a fully stocked baseball and softball pro shop carrying the biggest brands such as Marucci, Rawlings, Easton, DeMarini, Wilson, and many more. If you're in need of training, we also have the area's top professional instructors offering hitting, pitching, fielding, and strength instruction for both baseball and softball players. From youth to professional athletes, the Clubhouse has you covered. We are conveniently located 1 mile east of the Suncoast Parkway on Spring Hill Drive. Stop in and check us out.
We move to the bottom of the 6th inning. 4-3 advantage Calvary in the Battle of the Warriors.
Number 3, Ava Planetta.
Ava Planetta to lead off the inning for Calvary. Patton winds and offers foul straight back. I knew he wouldn't get through a full game.
Nice change up there by Patton, but just falls a little low, and it makes it 1-1.
Like it never happened. 1-1. Fly ball twisting out of play first base side. Patton gets the 1-2 advantage.
You see Patton's confidence definitely building as we move through this inning.
Absolutely agree, Ted. You can really see the difference now between when she came into that tough situation in the bottom of the 5th. Tries to claim inside, but across that line. Again, be sure to stick with us. Right at the conclusion of tonight's ball game, Ted Boggs will be announcing our Glory Days player of the game. And again, you can see our profile of the player of the game on our Twitter and Facebook feed. So go ahead, follow us on Twitter and Facebook at GCSN Broadcasts. Not sure what the discussion was there, but we're back to play. And now a discussion between Coach Jason Gordon and the umpire. I did see, it looked, Ted, like there was a ball swapped out.
Yeah, I don't know what controversy that caused.
Yeah.
So oh, maybe it's a favorite one or something. I don't know.
2-2. Planetta with a drive to right field. That's going to drop in front of Power, or in front of Dorsey. A leadoff single. And another meeting in the circle.
Number 6 is pinch running for Planetta.
So courtesy runner for Planetta, that's going to be Caitlin Capusta. Caitlin Capusta now in at first to run. Calvary trying to get some insurance runs in.
Julia Tomolsky.
So we have a pinch hitter for Doce. Julia Tomolsky. We'll try to get that graphic up as quickly as we can. Bunt is shown.
Oh, what a beautiful bunt.
A beautiful bunt. Collision. As both Bellamy and Holtje went for that ball. Well, it doesn't get much better than that, Ted. Wow, what a beautiful bunt.
No, it doesn't, Will. I mean, that was spot on, perfect. Like you said, they were both going after it. It probably was Holtje's play, but it's hard to stop momentum when you're charging like that. So, those things happen.
Cameron Power.
So here comes Calvary. 2 runners on, nobody out for Cameron Power. She'll bunt that away, but fouled off a home plate.
Yeah, Calver's looking for those insurance runs now, late in the game.
The 0-1 offering from Patton. Bunt is shown again. Popped up. Foul territory. Both Holtje and Fortenberry breaking the sound barrier, trying to get there. Great hustle by both of them.
It was. A little closer down the line, I think we would have saw Holtje diving for that one.
Patton with the 0-2. She's going to be looking for that punch out. Fouled, fought away. Good job by Power to fight that one off.
And the count remains 0-2. Wow, what a changeup.
Yeah, Power was fooled initially, but did a good job fighting that one off. Patton's really done well with the change of velocity here this evening.
Yeah, and I think that's kept the Calvary hitters off balance, but they've adjusted well.
Inside corner. Strike 3 and a big out for Steinbrenner. Gives them a little bit of breathing room here.
It's the first strikeout issued by Patton.
They'll turn the lineup over for Calvary. Cushman now steps in. Has a walk on the evening. She walked in the first.
I believe that's Tomolsky still down at second base. Or I'm sorry, no, the pinch runner. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
Tomolsky's at first, right?
Yeah, Kapusta at second. Tomolsky at first.
Oh.
Right back up the middle it goes. Wheeling around to score. Tomolsky, or Kapusta. Kapusta scores. And Calvary gets that insurance run they were looking for. And they've really flipped the script here in the later innings.
Yeah, their bats have definitely come alive, Will.
Number 21, Mariana Garcia.
Ariana Garcia will step in.
They put up 4 runs so far in the past 2 innings.
She had that 2-out single in the 5th. that allowed Talley to come up and hit that 2-run homer.
Yeah, she was the beginning of that rally last inning.
Line shot!
What a
Beautiful play by Bellamy.
Wow.
To double it up. That's going to make the highlight reel. We move to the 7th. Steinbrenner has 3 outs to get 2. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
Certainly, I'm an avid golfer. Been, golf usually weekly. Play a lot with my wife.
With the repetitive motion, as you know, with a lot of golfers, it's an unnatural motion that you put your body through.
After suffering for years with shoulder pain, Mike chose stem cell therapy as an alternative to surgery.
I'm just excited because patients that have been in pain for years that are now doing the things that they want to do, and Mike's just going to be adding to that list.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for stem cell treatment.
And like I said, I know you already did it, but yeah.
So we move to the top of the 7th inning. Steinbrenner needs at least 2 to keep this game rolling. And what a game it's been. Don't forget that this game will be available on demand for free anytime that you want. So go ahead, watch it as many times as you want to. A lot of highlights, a lot of big plays, and some great performances here tonight.
It's no one count to start off the inning.
And it's Avery DeRenches trying to kick this Steinbrenner rally off. But she'll find herself down 0-2.
Yeah, Morgan quickly ahead in this one.
Gets a bat on it. Over to Stewart at first. She'll take it unassisted for out number 1. And that was Talley's 100th pitch of the evening.
Number 2,
Well, she is, looks like she's only thrown 30 at this point. I mean, that's
I agree, Ted.
so impressive.
Yeah. Emma Kindle, she's had an outstanding evening in center field. She'll show bunt, pull it back, and slap it down again, that first base line. Stewart up with it, and out number 2. Talley working an efficient, critical inning here, as Steinbrenner's now down to their last out. But it does turn the lineup over. If they're going to do it, they got to do it now. Mackenzie Reynolds. Fouls that one straight back. Off-speed pitch, ground ball. Wow. That's going to get through. A 2-out base hit for Reynolds. Keeps Steinbrenner alive and brings the tying run to the plate.
Just got past Garcia's glove on that one.
number 13.
And we just knew it was going to come down to this, didn't we, Ted? With these two
Indeed.
power programs facing off. Top of the 7th. Tying run now at the plate. And guess who it is? It's Sage Sampson. Chops that one foul.
Chased a bad pitch there. And she knows what's at stake, and so she's trying to do everything she can to keep it going. Big cut there.
Fastball gets by. 0-2. Popped up on the infield in
Could
foul
be it.
territory.
And that's it.
Stewart makes the grab. And that's going to be your ball game. An outstanding battle between these two teams. Calvary Christian will take the victory. 3 runs on 4 hits for Steinbrenner. 5 runs on 11 hits for Calvary. And let's take it over to Ted Boggs for our Glory Days player of the game. Ted, who do you have?
Well, Will, unless you've not been paying attention to this whole ball game, that's going to be Morgan Talley. She had struck out 4, went 2 for 3, 2 RBIs on that 2-run tying homer back in the 5th inning. So it's Morgan Talley.
Congratulations, Morgan Talley. You're our Glory Days player of the game. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We sure do thank you for watching on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. For Ted Boggs, I'm Will Wilkie, and we'll see you next time.